All right, welcome back to part two. And by the way, I had the wrong microphone. I was wondering why it only came out of one speaker and it didn't sound very good. And what happened is I had this other microphone that I have here in the studio that was hooked up, which it shouldn't have been. It should have been this microphone. Uh, when you hear part one, I may fix it in post production so that you might not notice that much of a difference. But this will be higher quality. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of the way,
Certainly made your biggest fan.
I am now leveling the volumes all the way through the song. And again, part of the reason I'm making these videos, the main reason, is to prove to a future Earth, as it were, or lawyers, that I am working with the AI, not letting the AI just do all the work. And I am taking this and remixing yeah, well, I am not basically, in fact, remixing. Let's see. Oh, sometimes music gets, even though it's supposed to be just vocals, sometimes music gets in. Oh, it is singers. It's the background singers.
Now we're here.
Great. Now, here's what I do. I go through and normalize all of these to the max, then bring it down to 81% of that. Then I go through, and I'll take you on the journey with me, and listen to the song with the instrumentation and make notes as to where the vocals are either a little sour, a little low, or they need to be brought up, or other adjustments need to be made, such as glitches and things. And by the way, I also fix glitches in the pure audio that, unfortunately, with the way AI is now, again, we're in the wild, wild west, the very beginning. It's so strange to think that posterity might look at this video and go, wow, when AI just started, people were doing this. Like the AI didn't fix this itself, because the AI has the intelligence, as it were. I mean, whatever you want to call it, the intellectual capacity, even if it's a digital version of such, to fix these glitches that you will hear. Yeah, it's been creating glitches every time, and we will hear them. Welcome. I like to make the Windows sound. Now, okay, now we're going to go through and listen and take down harshnesses and level off the volumes even more on a more granular level, and then also fix glitches, which, well, it seems to be. Hold on. Let me see if I can pause this while I blow my nose. About every 2 or 3 lines, there's a glitch. It'll go like that or whatever. And the AI should catch that and fix it before I would ever hear it. So this is, again, the larval stage of this.
We relax and here. We relax.
There's a first glitch right there.
We relax and here. We relax. Relax. We relax. We relax.
It's sort of right in there, and with the instrumentation, in fact, what we can do is go to the song. Let's see. We can all. That's one reason I downloaded it, so we can, Excuse me, I burped. Sorry, I was drinking some Topo Chico, which is highly carbonated. 26.
The sparkle. We relax and here.
I don't. It's like I don't hear the glitch. Well, the glitch probably got created when we did the stems. Unfortunately, and again, it should fix it automatically.
We relax and here. We relax and here. We relax.
I'm going to leave it. It's not a bad one.
Relax and here.
And we're going to bring up here.
Relax and here.
Way to do that.
We relax and here.
What's this? like that. That, and then bring it up. That way the here, I want here to be louder.
We relaxing here
Better, better.
on the sparkling beach,
That's fine. There's no glitches there.
soaking in the warm sand, and for my hand.
That's better than the last one I did. The last one I did had one almost every line.
You now reach.
Glitch.
You have certainly made me your biggest
Listen.
need,
Wow, it sounds so good.
your biggest fan. You have certainly made me your biggest fan.
I just already know from having worked on these now that that's going to be a little too loud, possibly just a hair. So what we're going to do is just a little. Yeah.
Your biggest fan.
The fan might be too loud. We'll find out later.
You came to my. You came.
Now see that C of came is very harsh. It's almost like ch. So I have this harsh off, take down one volume level at 1 dB.
You came to.
Much better.
You came to my rescue, and not a moment too soon, and now we're here.
I wish it had stretched those out, and I could take a chance and try to stretch them out, but I can't. What I don't want to do, and you'll see when I work on a glitch, is move everything over because it has to line up with the instruments. So let's say I had a glitch right here and I fixed it and it took out 0.031, and you'll see me do this when I find a glitch, is I would go here and go 0.031 of space. Since it's hard to do, I zoom in to get it. There, 0.031. I'd copy that and then paste it, and then it would push all of this way, boop, over just a hair, just the amount that I excised, took out.
Your biggest fan. You came to my rescue, and not a moment too soon, and now we're here. Not a moment here. Under the Caribbean moon, the Caribbean moon. Under the Caribbean moon, the Caribbean.
Yes, it's funny that the backup singers pronounced it Caribbean and he pronounces it Caribbean. Now I could, again, if I were starting to make lots of money with all this, right now, the fact and the odds are equal here. The fact, I'm making no money with this. So far, I've released one album, and it has like four spins, 4 plays on Spotify so far. That album, the whole album, and it came out week and a half ago or something like that. Well, 4 spins would be 1 penny, so I've made a penny. And then on Spotify, I think it's done like 2 spins, or I don't know. But as far as I know, I don't have the data for all the other outlets. So it might be catching wildfire, and I'll find out later when I get paid by my distributor pretty much each month. But for now, it's just an experiment, and it's time, quote, wasted unless it works. Now there's also a heavy click here. Somewhere in here is very harsh, a very harsh C. So I'm going to take it down 2 notches and de-harsh it. That should fix that. Yeah.
Under the Caribbean moon, the Caribbean moon.
Yeah, if I were making more money, I would fix one or the other. I think
under the Caribbean moon.
I think Caribbean sounds better. So I would have.
Caribbean moon.
Here's where I can dig in a little bit here. With this Wild Wild West era, with this early era of this technology, if I want to change this,
Caribbean moon.
I'd have to go in. And you can go in and have it redo certain sections, and you can change the lyrics. But unfortunately, sometimes it changes the music too, and it doesn't match up. And again, Wild Wild West, right? But I believe in the future. When I say dig in, this is what I mean. It'll be like this. I'll say, "Hey, Suno," like saying, "Hey Siri." I'll say, "You know how oh, my phone didn't react. Good. At 120, right about 122, there's a difference, and the AI in the future might even cut me off if I programmed it that way. But, hey, yeah, Ari, I know it's the word Caribbean, right? Caribbean. How do you want to handle it? And I'd say, well, it might give me if I program it that way, it might give me its idea. Well, I think Caribbean actually is going to sound more romantic. I think we should have him say Caribbean. And the moment I go, okay, let me hear that, sure, and then it would just instantly play
Under the Caribbean.
He would say Caribbean moon,
Caribbean moon.
and they would say,
Caribbean.
and I'd even tell her, I say that sounds like they're saying Caribbean instead of Caribbean. Oh, let me fix that, and then it would play it now.
Caribbean.
It would say Caribbean moon. It sounds like Caribbean. Caribbean. Now what I can do,
Under the Caribbean moon.
that they're saying it correct there.
Caribbean moon. Caribbean.
Unfortunately, it's not the same.
Your biggest fear. You have another Caribbean moon.
That's different too.
You have certainly made.
Now, if it said it again the same way, that could be a real like clunky way of doing this, but have it say each line, create an output where it says it outputs each line 3 times even though you only want to say it once. And just do that so you have parts you can use to fix with which to fix the. But luckily, with popular music, you repeat things exactly the same more than once a lot of times, and I fix things that way. But it's interesting.
Caribbean moon.
It's supposed to be Caribbean.
Under the Caribbean moon.
I could.
Caribbean moon. Caribbean moon.
You could try.
Caribbean.
Actually, even,
Caribbean.
Let me see.
Here. Caribbean.
Now, the way to do this, again, you don't want to move things over. This might work. Because I've split it up into stems. I can do this. Let's see. So 0.445. So what I'm going to do is do this.
Caribbean.
This might work. 445. If we do exactly the same. I didn't need to press it 3 times, but I did. Okay. This might work. Now we do 445. So, I don't want to go too far into the sea there. Into the sea, right on. It's yacht rock. Okay. So we're going to come back here. Now, this is the crux of where I might, if I ever need to prove to courts or whatever, legal entities, that I'm working with the AI. This is a great example of that. All right. So that's exactly the same. I mean, it's virtually exactly the same. Now I'm going to paste in the other one now. And you notice this did not move up. Neither side budged an inch, as it were. Now, it may not work. It may sound too like glitchy, but
Caribbean moon,
huh.
under the Caribbean moon, Caribbean moon.
What is the line anyway? It's not perfect, but it might work. What is? Let's see.
Under the Caribbean moon.
Under the Caribbean. Now is it? Now we're here. Sounds like lifting it up. I think sometimes the AI will write its own thing.
Under the Caribbean moon, and now we're here. Not a moment too soon, and now we're here. Under the Caribbean moon, Caribbean moon.
What is he saying? Sounds like lifting it up.
Caribbean moon, Caribbean moon.
But I'm going to leave it because it works.
Now we're here.
Now there's I hear a little tiny, like a little hiccup where it edited together.
Caribbean, Caribbean, Caribbean.
No, maybe just the B. Yeah, I think it's that right there. So what I'm going to do is just flatten that.
Caribbean moon.
Let's see. Now I'm picking nits because it doesn't sound, with the instrumentation, it's not going to be a problem. And there's not a big, oh, there it is. You see that? How it looks broken? When I zoom in, it won't, but that is our edit point. So just to make sure that's not causing any of our problem, I go like, again, I'm proving that I'm working with the AI. I ramp it up, or this ramps down. See, you can see it, and then ramp that down. So we actually have a point where it's very smooth. They meet together, and that fixes a lot of problems.
Caribbean moon, Caribbean moon.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's continue.
Now we're here.
That's interesting.
We're here.
That's it's an artistic thing, but the AI tried to do, but
now we're here. Under the
that sounds more natural to me.
Caribbean moon.
Sometimes those flourishes can work, especially with the instrumentation, but I didn't want to take a chance. And I knew that by taking that out, I would save time later in case it did come up as an issue. And the fact that I took it out is not going to change the expression, the artistic expression, too much.
Now we're here.
If he had gone, like taken a breath, like a natural breath.
Now we're here.
That's fine. That is fine.
Caribbean moon.
I don't know what that is, but it's like a little flourish.
Under the Caribbean moon.
Two things here, but there are no real glitches, but this goes, It's kind of harsh. Again, you could get away with that.
Under the
Now this is very, listen to that C. That's a hard C. And there's several ways we could take care of it. It's quite easy, but just one is just by reducing the volume of it.
the Caribbean.
Still, it's not as bad. It's probably acceptable at this point. Before, I think it was too harsh. We'll just use another tool, the harshness tool.
Under the Caribbean moon.
It's probably acceptable. Imagine in the original, it's probably, but now I'm going to use a third tool. It doesn't matter. Take it down 75%.
Under the Caribbean moon.
Still sounds harsh to me. I'll do that twice.
Under the Caribbean.
Nah, not too much.
Under the Caribbean.
There, that's perfect.
Caribbean moon.
Now I'm going to bring that up a little bit because you see that it's, oh no, that's right. We went down to 81, didn't we? Oh no, we didn't yet. No, I haven't taken it down to 81%. So that could be brought all the way up.
Under the Caribbean moon. Under this Caribbean moon.
Hit it again. This time I'm going to bring out the big guns. This is a big decrease in volume and plosives, like popping.
Under this Caribbean.
It's like, now, if I didn't have to worry about, there's a couple different things I would do. Like if I were doing a voiceover edit, is I would just take this, I just delete that. But I just deleted some time and I just moved everything to the right. I moved it over to the left a little, so it won't match up perfectly with the instruments now.
Under this Caribbean moon. Caribbean moon.
There's a little glitch here, but I'm going to leave that. By the way, I looked down here to see what it was. It was literally 0.10 almost. It's almost nothing. And it may not really upset the rhythm of the instruments, but just to make sure, copy, paste. Now I've just moved all of this audio, all of that, over to the right by the same amount I took out.
Under this.
Now that's very abrupt there, so we'll do like a ramp here.
Under this Caribbean moon.
Might even bring up the volume on that, I'm not sure. Yeah, a little bit. There we go.
Under this Caribbean moon.
There is a glitch there, you can hear it.
Caribbean moon.
Sometimes the glitch is caused just by my hard drive and the playback in the computer, and that's what happened that time. But
Caribbean moon.
there's a little glitch right here, but I'm going to leave it. It's not bad enough to worry about.
Ooh, you have certainly made me. You're big.
Ah, I see what happened. See, it was maxed out on this side, this one. So, yeah.
Ooh,
There we go.
you're.
Yeah, when you when you're doing the normalizing thing, it maxes it to the highest point in whatever you've selected. And down here, it had stopped before this one did. So I did them separately. All right, here we go.
Your biggest fan.
Oh,
Your biggest fan.
now that was a computer playback issue.
Your biggest fan. Under the Caribbean moon. Ooh, under this Caribbean moon. Under the Caribbean moon.
Ha! We'll leave it. I'm going to live with that.
Ooh, under this Caribbean moon.
I'm going to just bring the volume. A couple things I could do. Take this. This is a high point. Take some of that down and then bring all of this normalized. And you see it goes whoop. And there's the point of the highest.
Ooh, under this Caribbean moon. Under the Caribbean moon. Fan. Ooh, under this
That might be too loud. I'm feeling it's going to be too loud. Easiest way is just bring it down to 85%. I'm taking it down 15%.
Under this Caribbean moon. Under the Caribbean moon.
Almost done.
Under the Caribbean moon.
Welcome. Okay, we're done there. Now I'm going to bring it down, everything here down to 81. So I'm taking it down 19%. Now we're going to save this. This is the vocals as something what I call marriage. Not MP3. We want wave. And what we're going to do is all caps marriage. That is now the vocals are safe. No matter if I screw with these, I screw up here. I have those vocals, naked vocals, safe. And now I take this marriage file, which is a new file, and I go paste 100, usually do 100%. I'll do it. It makes it easier. See, because sometimes I go 89% and just really want to bring those vocals up. Now, I've already brought the vocals down to 81%. We can always adjust that. So let's take a listen.
We're relaxing here on the sparkling beach.
Now listen to the difference. This is without the bringing up the vocals.
We're relaxing here on the sparkling beach.
It still sounds pretty good.
Sparkling beach. Soaking in the warm sand and for my...
Now, just to let you know what I'll do later, especially after hearing that, is I'm going to go through, and there will be things. There are always things where I bring either the vocals down or bring them up. So then I undo, go and make the changes, and then we go back after I've made the changes, and we just go through the whole song. Once I've done that, then I save the file, and it's called marriage. And then I go through and I do things like I'll show you. I won't do it. I'll undo it, but this is what I'll do.
We're relaxing here
Might do this.
on the sparkling beach.
So I might bring this up to 150. I 50 like a small amount.
We're relaxing here.
So we can bring those instruments up, but we still have the nice clear vocals.
The sparkling beach.
Definitely going to bring that up. Maybe even to 120. Might be too much.
On the sparkling beach.
Yeah, it's a little too much. Or what we could do is you could bring that up. Again, proving that to you folks that I am working with the AI. Then I can take this and do a fade, like a more of a gradual fade in of that first bit.
On the sparkling beach.
Much better. Now I'm going to undo it. So we're just going through and leveling off the vocals and making notes, breezy notes. Okay, this is. I'm going to make notes. This is going to be for Caribbean Moon or Caribbean Moon. All right, I should have cut off the video. Okay, we're almost out of time. This is the end of part 2. Thank you for watching part 2 of creating Caribbean Moon. We'll call it Caribbean. And we will come back with part 3 of Caribbean Moon.